English Grammar in Years. Raymond Murphy.
Unit 96. Relative clauses 5. Extra information clauses 2. A. Preposition, plus whom, which. You can use a preposition, plus whom, for people, and which, for things. So you can say to whom, with whom, about whom, etc. Of which, without which, from which, etc.
Mr. Lee, to whom I spoke at the meeting, is interested in our proposal.
Fortunately, we had a good map, without which we would have got lost.
In spoken English, we often keep the preposition after the verb in the relative clause.
Catherine told me she works for a company called Latoma, which I'd never heard of before.
We do not use whom when the preposition is in this position.
Mr. Lee, who I spoke to at the meeting, is interested in our proposal.
For prepositions in relative clauses, see also Unit 93C. B. All of, most of, etc. Plus whom, which. You can say
Helen has 3 brothers, all of whom are married.
They asked me a lot of questions, most of which I couldn't answer.
in the same way, you can say many of whom, some of whom, neither of whom, etc. For people, none of which, both of which, one of which, etc. For things.
Martin tried on 3 jackets, none of which fitted him.
2 men, neither of whom I had seen before, came into the office.
They have 3 cars, 2 of which they rarely use.
Sue has a lot of friends, many of whom she was at school with.
You can also say the cause of which, the name of which, etc.
The house was damaged in a fire, the cause of which was never established.
We stayed at a beautiful hotel, the name of which I don't remember now.
C. Which, not what. Study this example.
Joe got the job. This surprised everybody. 2 sentences.
Joe got the job, which surprised everybody. 1 sentence. Which surprised everybody is relative clause.
In this example, which equals the fact that Joe got the job. We use which, not what, in sentences like these.
Sarah couldn't meet us, which was a shame.
The weather was good, which we hadn't expected.
For what, and that. See Units 92D and 93D. All of, most of, etc. Unit 88. Both of, etc. Unit 89. Relative clauses 1 to 4. Units 92 to 95. Exercises 96.1. Complete the sentences. Use a preposition, plus whom, or which. Choose a preposition from. After, for, in, of, to, with, without.
Fortunately we had a good map, without which we would have got lost.
The accident, in which 2 people were injured, happened late last night.
I share an office with my boss, with whom I get on really well.
The wedding, to which only family members were invited, was a lovely occasion.
Ben showed me his new car, of which he's very proud.
Sarah showed us a picture of her son, of whom she's very proud.
Laura bought a very nice leather bag, for which she paid £20.
We had lunch, after which we went for a long walk.
(96.2). Use the information in the first sentence to complete the second one. Use all of, most of, etc.
All of Helen's brothers are married. Helen has 3 brothers, all of whom are married.
Most of the information we were given was useless. We were given a lot of information, most of which was useless.
None of the 10 people who applied for the job was suitable. 10 people applied for the job, none of whom was suitable. My neighbors have 2 cars. They never use one of them. My neighbors have 2 cars, one of which they never use.
James won a lot of money. He gave half of it to his parents. James won £100,000, half of which he gave to his parents.
Both of Julia's sisters are lawyers. Julia has 2 sisters, both of whom are lawyers.
Jane replied to neither of the emails I sent her. I sent Jane 2 emails, neither of which she replied to.
I went to a party. I knew only a few of the people there. There were a lot of people at the party, only a few of whom I knew. You stayed in a hotel when you were on holiday but you don't remember the name. We stayed at a very nice hotel, the name of which I don't remember.
We drove along the road. The sides of the road were lined with trees. We drove along the road, the sides of which were lined with trees.
The aim of the company's new business plan is to save money. The company has a new business plan, the aim of which is to save money.
(96.3). Complete the sentences. Choose from the box and use which. This is good news. This was a shame. She apologized for this. This was very kind of her. This makes it hard to contact her. This means we can't go away tomorrow. This makes it difficult to sleep sometimes. This meant I had to wait 2 hours at the airport.
Laura couldn't come to the party, which was a shame.
The street I live in is noisy at night, which makes it difficult to sleep sometimes.
Kate let me stay at her house, which was very kind of her.
Jane doesn't have a phone, which makes it hard to contact her.
Alex passed his exams, which is good news.
My flight was delayed, which meant I had to wait 2 hours at the airport.
Our car has broken down, which means we can't go away tomorrow.
Amy was 20 minutes late, which she apologized for. Or, Amy was 20 minutes late, for which she apologized.